Hey everybody. So I've seen this nonsense come out more and more. Was Malcolm X a socialist? And I'm gonna try to make this a short video to show no, he really wasn't. Actually, you would probably not like him because he promoted Islam, because he was an actual Sunni Muslim. He converted to Sunni Islam legitimately once he left the Nation of Islam in March of 1964. But people get this idea because of this particular video. Let's show the clip.
They used to have a saying that one doesn't have a Chinaman's chance, but they don't say that anymore. They used that expression back when China was weak. But now since Mao Zedong has been successful in making China a strong country, the Chinese have more chance than anybody else. So this saying has become outdated. Well, just as it took a strong China to give a Chinese person respect wherever that Chinese person is found on this earth, when we get a strong Africa, the person of African origin or African ancestry will be respected any place on this earth, even in America. But he will not be respected in America until Africa is strong, just as the Chinaman wasn't respected abroad until China became strong.
Okay, so not everything that they say is just based on that one clip, but a lot of it is based on that one clip, on this one clip about where he talked about China and said, well, he's a third world just because he supports China. The thing is that Malcolm X, up until March of 1964, when he left the Nation of Islam, and even after he left the Nation of Islam, he was a Muslim. Now remember what Lenin said, everybody. Lenin said, we are dialectical materialists. We are positively against religion. And I know you can use the rest of that, you can quote the rest of that pamphlet that I think it was even a speech that Lenin spoke at. And basically, yeah, he talks about, some work that's being done in Western Europe, and basically, we need to have better propaganda. We need to have better atheist propaganda. Let me show you another clip that a lot of folks won't talk about of why he left the Nation of Islam and some of the factors that went on, behind the scenes.
And I had stated in a newspaper article about an effort to take my life back in January, and at that time the Muslims denied it.
Why are they threatening your life?
Well, primarily because they're afraid that I will tell the real reason that I'm out of the black Muslim movement, which I never told. I kept to myself. But the real reason is that Elijah Muhammad, the head of the movement, is the father of 8 children by 6 different teenage girls. 6 different teenage girls who were his private personal secretary. The one who first made me aware of this was Wallace Muhammad, Mr. Muhammad's son. And it was their fear that if I remained in the black Muslim movement and this came into the knowledge of his followers, that they would leave him and follow me. A plan immediately was set in motion to take me down, put me out, and the statement that I made about Kennedy was used as a pretext to take me down.
Did you get out of the... What will you take to protect yourself from this threat?
I take no steps. I have a rifle. If anybody comes to my house without a good reason, I intend to try and use it, and that's all.
Okay, so there's a lot of information to really break down from that. I'm not going to talk about everything because I plan on doing another video about Warith Deen Muhammad, who was the son of Elijah Muhammad, who took over after Elijah Muhammad passed away in 1975. So I don't want to cover that quite yet. But there are a lot of other aspects, talking about Elijah Muhammad and how he operated. And there, like I say, there's a deeper story. But it has to be said, of course, is that after Malcolm X left the Nation of Islam, as I say once again for the 3rd time in March of 1964, he started a group called the Muslim Mosque Incorporated. And basically, you can look this up on Wikipedia. I'm just going to kind of give a brief overview, but yeah. Announced the establishment of the Muslim Mosque Incorporated on March 12, 1964, 4 days after his departure from the Nation of Islam. So basically it was made up of a lot of, just to give you an even more abridged version, he started this, basically he created this where the Mosque of Islamic Brotherhood on 130 West 113th Street in Harlem, which was originally mosque number 7 of the Nation of Islam, and basically it was taken over, and nowadays it is still a legitimate, now it is a Sunni Islamic mosque. So I just want to talk about something else. This goes more into the story of Malcolm X going on the Hajj to Mecca, and of course, writing in many postcards saying, I misjudge white people, and I see these guys with blue eye, the bluest of blue eyes and the blondest of blonde hair, who were going on the Hajj to Mecca as well, who were legitimate Muslims. Even more so, do you see that he supported third worldist groups? No, he didn't. Once the Muslim mosque of Incorporated was established, he established another group called the Organization of Afro-American Unity. So this kind of worked hand in hand. It was a Pan-African Union. Now, I guess this can be the connection that you could say to third worldism, this and that, but it included people, and let's see here. Announced the establishment on June 28th, 1964, at the New York Audubon Ballroom, along with John Henrik Clark. If you really get into Pan-Africanism, Dr. Clark is someone that you are going to learn a lot about. And I'll just say that. And it became much more, as a lot of leftists would call, reactionary. It became much more about race and said, we don't want these crackers around, this and that type of thing. But, so they worked in conjunction with that. But, basically, what else did they do? What else did this Muslim Mosque Incorporated do? Well, it sought the acceptance of Muslim Mosque Incorporated by mainstream Islamic organizations. In August 1964, the Supreme Council on Islamic Affairs awarded 20 scholarships to permit young MMI members to study at Al-Azhar University, tuition free. Al-Azhar is in let me make sure here. Yeah, it's in Cairo, Egypt, associated with Al-Azhar Mosque in Islamic Cairo. As of 1996, over 4,000 teaching institutes. But basically, they sponsored folks to go and learn about Islam. Also, MMI was admitted to the Islamic Federation of the United States and Canada. The following month, the World Islamic League offered 15 scholarships through MMI for study in the Islamic University of Medina. And of course, the Islamic University of Medina is in Saudi Arabia. And although some have associated the Salafi ideology, the Salafists, the sort of, once again, I'm not gonna delve into Islam. I'm not gonna, but anyway, it's apparently associated with that, designated only for Muslim male students. Once again, that's in Saudi Arabia. Did he go around and say, other than, of course, the Organization of Afro-American Unity, other than that, was he really a third worldist, or was he a Muslim? And that's the question we have to ask ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. So, basically, I don't know. I mean, people will probably downvote this and probably find this video, same thing with the Nation of Islam video, and be mad as hell. And I kind of expect that, and it's just the way it is. But this idea, once again, that, Malcolm X was some sort of, third worldist or some sort of socialist is poppycock, really. And, it was left up to people like Dr. John Henrik Clark. As I said, if you really study about him, he's very much, a big member of, learning about Afrocentrism, and has funded a lot of, the whole Hotep type of idea that exists today. So, has to be put into context, folks. Context matters. I'll end it there. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.